Good morning, students. So yesterday we were discussing about the resistances connected in series and parallel. Okay, so we have derived the expression for the equivalent resistance. Okay, when a number of resistors are connected in series. Okay, so three resistors were taken, R1, R2 and R3 are their resistances and they are connected in series, that is one after the other. Okay, so in series 3 points to remember. The first point is the current flowing through each resistor is the same. Current through each resistor is same. Okay, then the second is that the total potential difference which is given by the battery is equal to sum of the potential differences across each resistor. Okay, so the total potential difference is equal to sum of the potential differences which are developed across each resistor. And the third is that the total resistance in series, okay, the total resistance of the circuit, when a number of resistors are connected in series. Okay, so the equivalent resistance, which we can write it as Rs, is equal to the sum of the individual resistances. Okay, and this we have already derived in the previous class. R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Whereas in parallel combination, the first point is, okay, the total potential difference across each resistor is the same as the battery voltage. Okay, that is here the potential difference across each resistor. V across each resistor remains the same. Okay, and the second is that the total current given by the battery is equal to the sum of the currents in individual branches. That is I is equal to I1 plus I2 and so on. Okay, so the total current given by the battery is equal to sum of the currents in individual branches. Okay, as many number of resistors are there, that many number of branches will be there, and the total current will be equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 and so on. Okay, and the third one is that the equivalent resistance in parallel, let us represent it by Rp subscript. Okay, so here we get 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus so on. Okay, so this condition also we have derived. Okay, now below that write down. Okay, till here we have already written. So write down the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance in parallel. Okay, this is the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance in parallel is equal to sum of what? Sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances. Okay, sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances. So write down the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance in parallel. Okay, what is this? Left hand side, the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance in parallel is equal to sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances. Okay, is equal to the sum of the reciprocals of individual resistances. So here this equivalent resistance will be always less than R1 or R2 or R3. Okay, and this equivalent resistance will be less than R1, R2 or R3. Whereas in this case, the series combination resistance, the equivalent resistance in series combination will be always greater than any of the individual resistors. That is R1 or R2 or R3. Okay, this will be always greater. Whereas in case of parallel combination, the equivalent resistance in parallel will be less than R1, R2 or R3. Okay, let's discuss one question orally. Okay, there are two resistors, one of 1 ohm and the other of 2 ohms. R1 1 ohm, R2 2 ohms. They are connected in parallel. What will be the equivalent resistance? So how will you calculate in this? 1 upon equivalent resistance as they are connected in parallel. 1 upon R3 is equal to reciprocal of the first resistance. What is is the first resistance? 1 ohm. So 1 upon 1 plus the reciprocal of the second resistance. What is the second resistance? 2 ohm. Okay, so what do you do? Take the LCM. The LCM is 2. Okay, so at the numerator, find the LCM and 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3 by 2. Is what? Is the reciprocal. And when you have to find out the equivalent resistance in parallel, Rp will be equal to 2 upon 3 ohms. Okay, so reciprocate on both the sides. Rp will be equal to 2 by 3 ohms. Okay, so this way you find out the equivalent resistance in the parallel combination. Okay, two resistances given as 1 ohm and 2 ohm. So the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance in parallel, by because they are connected in parallel, 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2. Simplify it. Okay, and the left hand side is 1 upon Rp. So Rp will be the reciprocal. So this way you find out the equivalent resistance in parallel. Okay, now few questions are given here in the book. Take out your book. Let's do. There are few solved questions. Okay, let's start from page number 212, example 12.7. It's a solved question. An electric lamp whose resistance is 20 ohm and a conductor of 4 ohm resistance are connected to a 6 volt battery. Calculate the total resistance of the circuit, the current through the circuit and the potential difference across the electric lamp and the conductor. Okay, let's draw the circuit diagram. Okay, so that we can understand it better. Okay, now it is given that there are two resistances, two conductors having some resistance. So it means there are two resistances which are connected one after the other. That is, they are connected in series. Okay, so these two resistances are connected in series. An electric lamp whose resistance is 20 ohms and a conductor of 4 ohms. This is a conductor of 4 ohms and an electric lamp, it may be a one, which is of 20 ohms, are connected in series to a 6 volt battery. Okay, they are connected to a 6 volt battery. Okay, and connect the key also in between. Okay, calculate the total resistance of the circuit. What is the total resistance? As you can see that these two resistances are connected in series. So the total resistance in series we know is equal to R1 plus R2, that is 4 plus 20, which is equal to 24 ohms. Okay, so the first part, equivalent resistance is 24 ohms. Okay, now the second part, the current through the circuit, you have to find out the current through the circuit. Okay, this current which is flowing, you have to find out. Okay, the current given by the battery is I. Okay, according to Ohm's law, I is equal to V upon the equivalent resistance of the circuit, total resistance of the circuit. Okay, and what is V over here? 6 volts, and equivalent resistance we have found out to be 24 ohms. So 6 upon 24, that is 1 upon 4. Unit will be ampere. So what is the current? 1 by 4 ampere. Okay, now the next part is the potential difference across the electric lamp and the conductor. Okay, here we have to find out the potential difference across this conductor, let it is V1, and across the lamp, let it is V2. That is, you have to find out V1 and V2. Okay, so V1 is equal to current into resistance across this 4 ohm. What is the current flowing? We know that in series combination the current is the same. So whatever current, that is 1 upon 4 ampere, which is given by the battery, 1 upon 4 ampere will flow through 4 ohm also, and the same current 1 by 4 ampere will flow through 20 ohms also. So the current is the same. So what is the current across flowing through 4 ohm resistance? It is I only. And what is the resistance across which V1 potential difference is there? It is 4 ohm. Okay, that is R1. So here I is 1 upon 4 and R is So what is the potential difference? It is 1 volt. The same way, let us find out the potential difference across 20 ohms. V2 is equal to, again, current is the same, I only, into the resistance of the lamp, which is R2, which is equal to 20 ohms. Okay, I here is 1 by 4 ampere and R2 is 20. So, the potential difference developed across 20 ohm resistor, that is across the lamp, is equal to 5 volts. Okay, is it clear? So, this way we solve the question. Okay, now there are few unsolved questions given on page number 213. This was the solved question, example 12.7. Okay, this was 12.7 solved example. Okay, now few questions given on page number 213. So, page 213. Question number 1. Draw a schematic diagram of a circuit consisting of a battery of 3 cells, each of 2 volt, a 5 ohm resistor and an 8 ohm resistance and a 12 ohm resistor and a plug key, all connected in series. Okay, only you have to draw the circuit diagram. Okay, so first we have to make a battery which comprises 3 cells, which consists of 3 cells. Each cell is having the potential difference of 2 volt. Okay, each cell is having a source voltage as 2 volt. So this is 2 volt. How to connect them in series? The negative terminal is connected to the positive terminal of the second cell. The negative of the second cell is connected to positive of the first cell. Okay, so this becomes a battery. Each cell is of 2 volt. So what is the total source voltage over here? What will be the voltage source of the battery? 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is, it is 6 volts. Okay, and the longer line, positive terminal, shorter one, negative terminal. Okay, then it consists of 3 resistances also. One is 5 ohm, 8 ohm and a 12 ohm resistor. Okay, connect the key also. Very necessary, a key on a switch. Okay, then connect 3 resistors in series. The first one is 5, 8 and 12 ohms. 5 ohm, 8 ohm and 12 ohms. So these are the resistances which are connected in series. Series means one after the other. Okay, still the circuit diagram is not complete. Mark the direction of the current I, which is from positive to the negative terminal in the external circuit. Okay, so this current flowing will be the same through 5, 8 and 12 ohm. Why? Because they are connected in series. But the potential difference which is developed will be different. Let across 5 ohm the potential difference is V1, across 8 ohm the potential difference is V2, across 12 ohm the potential difference, let it is equal to V3. Okay, now the circuit is complete. Okay, also you can connect an emitter which can measure the current. Okay, or otherwise this is also, we have already drawn the direction of the current. Okay. Okay, next is only this circuit diagram you have to draw in the first one. Question number 2 is redraw the circuit of the question number 1, putting an emitter to measure the current through the resistors and a voltmeter to measure the potential difference across 12 ohm resistor. What would be the currents in the reading of the emitter and voltmeter? Okay, question number 2, we have to redraw this diagram, the same circuit diagram. Okay, by connecting an emitter and voltmeter also. This was question number 1. The same diagram we have to draw. Okay, by connecting an emitter and voltmeter also. Okay, which will measure the current through the circuit, that is anywhere you can connect the emitter. Why? Because the current flowing is the same through all these resistors. Okay, but the voltmeter has to be connected between the points where the potential difference has to be measured. And it is given in the question that the potential difference across 12 ohm resistor has to be measured. So across this 12 ohm, where it is measuring V3 volts, we have to connect the voltmeter here. Okay, that is parallel to 12 volts. That is which potential difference has to be calculated? V3. Then you have to find out the reading of the current and the voltmeter. Okay, first let's redraw the diagram. This is 5 ohm, 8 ohm, 12 volts. Connect one emitter here. This is the 6 volt battery. A key, positive terminal, negative. This is 6 volt. Okay, and the current flowing is I. This will be the positive terminal, negative terminal of the emitter. 5 ohm, 8 ohm, and 12 ohm. Okay, also you have to connect a voltmeter which will measure the potential difference across 12 ohm. That is parallel to 12 ohm. You have to connect one voltmeter. Okay, this will be the positive, this will be the negative. Okay, across 5 ohm, the potential difference is V1 volt, across 8 ohm, V2. And this voltmeter reading will measure V3 volts. This voltmeter is going to measure V3 volts. Okay, now find out the emitter reading, that is I, and find out the voltmeter reading, that is V3. Okay, I give you 1 minute to simplify and find out. So how will you simplify? First, find out the equivalent resistance of the circuit. Equivalent resistance of the circuit, as all three are connected in series, the equivalent resistance will be equal to sum of all these. Okay, you got the equivalent resistance, you got the total potential difference, you can find out the current. Using also I is equal to V upon equivalent resistance. Okay, then V3 you have to find out, which is the voltmeter reading. V3 is equal to, current flowing is the same, I you have already found out, I into R. Okay, so 1 minute I am giving you, then I will solve on the board and you can check your answer. Yes, done? Okay, first let's find out the equivalent resistance, as all three resistances are connected in series. So the equivalent resistance is R1 plus R2 plus R3. That is 5 plus 8 plus 12 ohms. 12 plus 8 is 20. 20 plus 5 is 25. So what is the equivalent resistance? The equivalent resistance is 25 ohms. Okay, now you can get the current. I is equal to V upon the total resistance of the circuit, which is the equivalent resistance, and V here is 6 volts and the equivalent resistance is 25. So 6 upon 25 amperes. Okay, is the current. Okay, now here you have to find out V3. That is the voltmeter reading. Voltmeter reading is measured V3. V3 is equal to current through the 12 ohm resistance, which is the same across each resistor as they are connected in series. So I is the same. I into the third resistance R3. I here is 6 by 25 into R3 here is 12 ohms. Okay, so 6 into 12, 36 upon 25 volts. So what is the answer? 36 by 25 volts. Okay, or you can find out in decimal also. Okay, so this way we find out the emitter reading and the voltmeter reading, as all three are connected in series. So the equivalent resistance will be the sum of all this. Current will be V upon the total resistance. V here is 6 volts and the total resistance is 25 ohms. Okay, so this many amperes current. Potential difference, the voltmeter reading which is measuring the potential difference across the 12 ohm resistance is equal to I into R1. The current flowing through R3 is I only. So 6 by 25 is the current into 12, that is 36 upon 25 volts. Okay, so we have done resistances in parallel also completed. Now come to page number 214. 214, there is one solved example, 12.8. In the circuit given in figure 12.10, Suppose the resistors R1, R2, R3 have the values 5, 10 and 30 ohms respectively, which have been connected to a battery of 12 volts. Okay, you have to calculate the current through each resistor and the total current in the circuit and the total resistance. Okay, so in figure 12.10, all three resistors are connected in parallel. R1, R2 and R3 are connected in parallel. Okay, first let's draw the circuit diagram and then we'll find out the current and the potential difference. Okay, this is example 12.8 on page 214. Page 214, example 12.8. Three resistors connected in parallel. Okay, so this is the parallel combination of three resistors and the resistances are given as 5 ohm, 10 ohm and 30 ohm. 5, 10 and 30 ohm respectively. Okay, which are connected to a 12 volt battery. The battery voltage is 12 volts. Okay, now the first part, you have to find out the current through each resistor. Okay, you have to find out the current through each resistor. Suppose the total current given by the battery is I. Okay, so as they are connected in parallel, the current will divide in these three branches. That is I1, I2 and let the current through 30 ohm is I3. So the current through these three branches is, let it be I1, I2 and I3 respectively. So here you have to find out I1, I2 and I3. Okay, I1 is equal to V upon R1 according to Ohm's law. I1 is equal to V upon R1. V here is, okay, now each resistor is getting the same potential difference. Why? Because they are connected in parallel. So each one is getting a 12 volt potential difference. Across each resistor the potential difference is 12 volt. So across 5 ohm also it is 12 volt upon R1 is 5 ohm. So 12 upon 5 amperes. V part, the current in the second branch, I2 will be equal to, V is the same, V upon R2. V here is 12 volt and R2 here is 10 ohms. So I2 is 12 upon 10 amperes. C part is I3. I3 is equal to V upon R3. V here is 12 volt and I3 is 30 ohms. So 12 by 30 amperes. So this is the current through each branch. Okay, then the B part. Okay, these all are A part only. I1, I2, I3, A part. Now in the B part, you have to calculate the total current in the circuit. Okay, we know that the total current in the circuit is equal to sum of the individual currents. That is I1 plus I2 plus I3. I1 here is 12 by 5. I2 here is 12 upon 10. I3 here is 12 upon 30. Simplify to get the total current. Okay, I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Okay, take the LCM 5, 10 and 30. Take the LCM and simplify it. Hurry up, I give you 1 minute to simplify it. Okay, found out. Okay, now here the LCM is 30. 12 you can take it outside. Take it common. Okay, 5 how many times? 5, 6 are 30. Take 3 are 30. Okay, so 12 into 10 upon 30, that is 12 upon 3 is the total current, which can be written as 4 ampere. So the total current is 4 ampere. Now the third part is, you have to find out the total resistance in the circuit. Okay, total resistance as they are connected in parallel. So the total resistance will be the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistances. 1 upon RP is equal to 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 30. Okay, again simplify. LCM is 30 and the numerator 6 plus 3 plus 1, that is 10. This is 1 upon RP. So the RP, the equivalent resistance will be equal to 30 upon 10, that is 3 ohms. So the equivalent resistance is 3 ohms. Okay. Okay, also you can find out the total current from here if the equivalent resistance is given. Total current I will be equal to the total potential difference upon the equivalent resistance. V here is 12 and the equivalent resistance is 3. So again you get the same current which is equal to 4 amperes. Okay. So this way you proceed it. Okay, now example 12.9. You will try it today and tomorrow we'll discuss. Okay, also there are few unsolved questions given on page number 216. Okay, so try it and tomorrow we are going to discuss these questions.